550 minimum FICO, business bank account only, 6 months in business, up to $1 million in financing. Possible? Let's find out. Welcome back, Wallet Monkeys. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about National Business Capital. They've got some amazing programs and I'm excited to share with you. So let's dive into it, right? So right out of the gates, they provide business loans. So let's take a look at this here. They've got small business loans, business lines of credit, equipment financing, which is a great way to get things that you need with a lower FICO, with less documentation. SBA loans, which is pretty standard across the board, revenue-based financing, and then they also got some collateral-based stuff too. So they provide a plethora of business solutions, and they accept a lower than normal FICO. So I'm gonna dive into a couple of the loans that I like the most, but what I wanted to share with you first is I had a phone call with them and asked them some of the juicy details about what they got going on the inside. I think you're gonna like it. So first off, how they operate is they use a lot more automation on the back end, whether this is API access or they've just got custom software built. So they have a pool of 75 lenders that they actually immediately go to once they get all information from you, which usually it's 3 to 6 months bank statements, 3 months if they look good, but you might as well just give 6 months if the bank statements are inconsistent so that it looks better and gives you higher odds of getting approved. I think the normal FICO is 660 and above, but some of their stuff is even 550. The collateral-based loans are no minimum FICO. So yeah, they accept a lower than the normal FICO, right? So getting into subprime. Next is when you upload the bank statements, they actually use an automated process that will grab each one and summarize the average balance automatically for them, right? And then this is pushed out, and based on the metrics, the pool of lenders will kind of raise their hand and say, hey, I want to get involved, and then they'll filter through that and then bring that back to you. Also too, if you're denied, which they work with you one-on-one, so I think denial is a lot less likely, but if you are denied, they're gonna give you a detailed breakdown of why, which again, you don't really get that all the time. You usually get a decision within 1 to 2 business days. They're gonna soft pull Experian until you get the loan itself, and then they're gonna hard pull it. They've worked with 27,000 businesses, gotten over $2 billion in funding, and the minimums for being time in business is 1 year. The equipment financing is actually 6 months. Most of the other loans is 1 year, and an SBA is always gonna be 2 years. Okay, so another thing worth noting is I'm not working with them in any capacity. I've had a few conversations with them. I like what they're doing. I like some of the programs that they're donating to as well, and they got their stuff together. They seem to be a well-oiled machine, and they're providing a really, really good service from what I can tell. So that's what I liked about them. Okay, so let's dive into these loans here. Let's look at a couple of them. We got the SBA and the business term. I wanna cover the SBA because you don't really see the SBA talked about that much, but there is quite a range to what they're expecting credit score wise, and then what programs that they've got, because they've got the 7A loans, they've got the express loans, and so there's a lot of different options that you have there. And I don't know why some work with certain loans and some not with others. I don't really know in terms of like the vendors. Let's call this a vendor, which is National, NBC. But anyways, the one that they offer is a working capital loan, so that's a 10-year term. Now, the reason why a lot of people love SBA loans is because their interest rate is so low. So you're locked in for, a 10-year loan, and it's like 1 to usually 3%, which is phenomenal, right? What's up, guys? I hope you're enjoying that content. Did you know that 99% of the content that we cover on the channel, whether it's data points, credit app sprees, recent success stories, all of that, 99% of it is coming from inside our Discord community, which is a private community that we created to help you integrate what we're putting out there. So we have over 300 videos on this channel. There's tons of other credit finance channels. And so the hardest thing now is not information, it is how to integrate it into your life. If you need help and want to get around a community of like-minded individuals who can help propel you to the next level in your credit game, you might want to check out the Discord. The link is going to be in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the video. So here we go. We got approvals within 24 hours, funding process 4 to 8 weeks, which is pretty fast actually for the SBA. Monthly payments and no repayment penalty, reports to business credit bureaus. Obviously, all SBA loans report to all bureaus. 2 years time in business, 660 plus FICO, no bankruptcies, liens, foreclosures in last 3 years. So pretty solid, easy terms, right, to pair up with. What's interesting is that on the SBA Express side, they usually want a 720 or more. And on some of the other SBA loans, they're looking for a 680. So it's interesting that they're allowing a 660 plus on this loan. I'm not sure what relationship they have there, but I think that's lower than what the SBA normally is looking for. Okay, next let's do business line of credit. Let's look at this. So unsecured, 1 year time in business, 25,000 deposited monthly into business bank account on average. Again, like I said, they're gonna look for 3 months bank statements, but if that doesn't look good, then just give them 6 months if that's gonna look better, right? 600 minimum FICO, unsecured, same day funding available. So this is within 24 hours, you can actually get that, which is insanely fast, by the way. I would assume this is only because they have so much automation in the background that they're able to get the data quickly from you, compile it, and then put it in front of the vendors and then, or the lenders rather, and then get that executed on, right? Up to $250,000 line of credit. This is a true revolver. Each payment frees up additional available funds that you can then reuse. So this is something that you can just lock into and use forever. I think you could probably work on, refinancing the rate from time to time, but that's a really great option. Okay, lastly, what I wanted to share is equipment financing. I thought this one was really, really cool. And that's what I hooked you with in the intro. Okay, so this is all you need for this is a business bank account, 550 minimum FICO, 6 months time in business. You're gonna need to have an invoice for this, but the invoice can be up to 150,000. Overall, what they can finance for equipment is up to $1 million, from 25,000 up to $1 million, 1 to 5 year terms, and rates start at 8%, which I think is great. No industry restrictions, purchase and leasing options. So again, like equipment is not cheap, for anything, any kind of skid loader or things like that. Like these are somewhere between like $60,000 to $90,000 now. So it's nothing to scuff at, and to get financing on that would be amazing, right? And then lastly, let's just touch on this since we're right here. Collateralized program. Real estate or heavy equipment can be used as collateral. No minimum FICO, obviously, because they're using collateral. Premier program requires 1 million in annual sales, but I think they have a couple different like sub-programs within this. Loan size is 100,000 to 10 million. Monthly payments available, 70% max loan to value or LTV. First, second, and third liens are accepted. So that's crazy. Again, I think they offer some really great stuff on the business side. And so I wanted to bring that to you guys. Okay, that's it, my friends. National Business Capital. Head on over there. And if you do get started with them, just let them know that Wallet Monkey sent you. And I don't know, maybe they'll do something special for you or do something for us. I'm not really sure. But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Also, if you have gone ahead and gotten a loan with these guys, let us know how they were and how you're liking it so far. All right, see you in the next one. Hey, you should subscribe. 60% of you are not subscribed yet. Right there. Okay, bye.